I love Nayib Bukele. He's just so freaking funny. Anyway, here we go. Lark Davis, you need to follow this guy on Twitter because he's quite influential. Seriously, this Bitcoin bill in El Salvador is a damn big deal. Bitcoin is about to become fully legal tender. Hell yeah, it already is. Like, the law has already passed, right? And culturally and pragmatically, there's going to be a shift in the whole nation, and we're really excited to see it. But what has this crazy nut come up with now? Okay, El Salvador to mine Bitcoin with Volcano, says President Nayib Bukele. I love this guy, this Drake looking dude. Freaking, I love his backwards hat, and I also like his laser eyes. I mean, like, if Drake was the president of the United States, it's kind of what this guy is already in El Salvador. And I love how quickly things are moving, and I love how he's moving the policies around. It's almost diabolical, and it's quite entertaining to watch. But overall, it is a very, how do you say? It is a very good move forward in the mass adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender, all right? As you know, in terms of mass adoption. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele, fresh off the passage of a bill to make Bitcoin legal tender in the country, said today he has directed the president of state-owned electricity company, La Gil, to offer facilities for Bitcoin mining with very cheap, 100% clean, 100% renewable, zero emissions energy from our volcanoes. Look at that. Does that not look like freaking the opening of Simpsons? That looks freaking crazy. I love that. So they're using the geothermal energy from the volcano to harness the power to actually do some Bitcoin mining. And he reckons it's, 100% renewable, which is really interesting. The law recognizes the cryptocurrency as legal tender, mandates that businesses accept BTC as payment unless they are in rural areas that lack internet access. Here we have a country that don't even have internet access all over the country, and yet they're trying to accept Bitcoin as payments. Talk about moving fast, hey? It's also worth noting that 70% of El Salvador works on cash economy. They don't even have a bank account. They just receive cash, meaning they get paid in cash, they pay in cash, and they also hold a bunch of cash if you're rich just in the house because there's no internet, which is like so interesting. Further, it exempts Bitcoin trading from capital gains taxes. Ooh, I like it. The issue here is that Bitcoin fluctuates in value too much. And that's one of the issues that, US has with, Bitcoin as well. But I guess, you just roll with the punches, in a country like El Salvador and a leader like Nayib Bukele, you just do it, man. You just get it done. But this is how he's doing it. As detailed by Human Rights Watch in May, the president and his allies have completely removed all members of the ostensibly independent constitutional court, part of the Supreme Court, as well as the Attorney General. So basically, all the freaking pencil pushers, he just got and get rid of them. Man, this guy is cool. A bit of a dictator vibes I'm getting at the moment. Looks like he's going to use his absolute power to absolutely power a Bitcoin mining rig, which is, let's read on. Maybe they can throw them into a volcano and use the energy to create more Bitcoin. I love that. That is so good. All right. However, El Salvador already imports, right, 25% of the electricity. This is the ugly part in the background, right? However, El Salvador already imports 25% of its electricity, according to the International Finance Corporation, making it its biggest buyer in the region. So it hasn't got much electricity. Bukele's instructions will certainly add strain to the electricity grid and even require El Salvador to import more electricity. In fact, even if the power produced by the Bitcoin mining facility themselves is clean, it's not necessarily an easy win. But La Gio, the president of Minor Gil, responded, "We are ready, Mr. President." I love this. So let's have a look. We've just instructed the president of La Gio SV, our state-owned geothermal electrical company, right? Well, just going back to this. Of course, you're going to say they're ready. Otherwise, they're going to be thrown into the freaking volcanoes to be powered, like the judges of the Supreme Court, right? So you have to do it. Anyway, I think this is pretty interesting. I've just instructed the president of La Gio SV, our state-owned geothermal electric company, to put up a plan to offer facilities for Bitcoin mining with very cheap, 100% clean, 100% renewable, zero emission energy from our volcanoes. I love that. I mean, this guy reminds me of this guy. You know how he lives next to a volcano and he creates all these weapons from Incredibles? Yeah, it reminds me of that guy. Cool. And then to that, what do we say? Our engineers just informed me that they dug a new well that'll provide approximately 95 megawatt of 100% clean, zero emissions geothermal energy from our volcano. Starting to design a full Bitcoin mining hub around it. What you see coming out of the well is pure water vapor. Well, yeah, so is nuclear power plant. Smoke there is also pure water vapor because you heat up the water to harness the power of whatever is hot. So in nuclear power plant's case, it's a heat from the nuclear power plant, and obviously from here, from the volcano there. So I guess that's putting water vapor in the air. It's not as bad as putting anything else into the air. But you know what's really interesting is why couldn't he do this just to provide better electricity, more electricity, so that he doesn't have to import as much before? But now he's using this just for Bitcoins. But I think it's funny. Look at that. All right, let's keep pushing. So Alistair Burney, he goes, pick one. Elon Musk, Bitcoin uses too much energy per transaction. We have disabled payments for our Tesla cars. Whereas Nayib Bukele goes, we will be secured by Volcano energy and move at the speed of light via lightning L2, bringing financial freedom to millions of our poorest citizens. Anyway, here's a picture of him in a backwards hat and he has red eyes. And I think he's quite similar to this guy, or maybe he's borrowing some ideas from this guy anyway. But I like the general move moving forward. It is a big deal. I mean, like Davis, he's not going to say that it's a big deal when it's not. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting what we're going to see. And not to mention the Latin American region overall is showing support for Bitcoin as being accepted. It might give them a bit more independence from the United States government and the United States legal tender being the dollar. And provide some helpful access to financial services moving forward. Thank you so much for tuning in today. That's it for my video. I will see you tomorrow, actually later today as well. Okay, go follow me on all my channels. Peace out.